Hi, everybody. Allegiant Stadium, the future home of the Las Vegas Raiders, formerly known as the Oakland Raiders, is named for Allegiant Airlines, the Las Vegas-based low-cost air carrier. It has a small problem, and it has to do with the M that you see in this still. On this day, specifically March 10th, as you can see by the date here, at 8:20 in the morning, March 10th, 2020, the M started out its journey on a rig attached to a trailer. Next hour, as we go forward in time here to 8:40, actually the next 20 minutes, it was placed, as you can see here, in its position on a kind of a attachment and bolt in place area on the strip side, the I-15 side of the stadium. By 9 o'clock, workers are still putting it in place, and as you can tell, the M is biased a bit high if you take a look at it versus the other letters. So we advance forward to 9:20. They're still putting it and fastening it in place. And by 10 o'clock, they finished. Sort of. Because there is a problem with the M. And the M is still a little bit higher than the other letters in the name. Now, from a distance, that may not seem like much of a big deal, but it is noticeable. And it was pointed out on social media, not by me, but by a Twitter account called Sethi Udot. There. See how the M versus the other letters, all the other letters are in line, and then the M is higher here and here. The point is that in order to save the airline's reputation, that M needs to be brought down and put in line with the other letters. It isn't enough to come up with explanations that make this okay, especially since the other letters are in line. The only reason the M would be off is that the M was not made properly. Sethi daughter Seth Udo reads, Is it bothering no one else that the M is not aligned properly? And I'm not even OCD. To which Vital Vegas says, good eye. And then Victor Reyes says, driving at 90 miles per hour on the I-15, nobody will notice. That's not the point. Allegiant Airlines will notice because it will be pointed out, as it's being pointed out now on social media, which becomes media. And considering the amount of money that they spent, and considering that now we're in the middle of a pandemic with airlines suffering, Allegiant Airlines cannot afford an additional bit of bad publicity. The letter must be fixed. The question is, why was this allowed to remain as such? The other question is, how did it happen? And it's a byproduct, in my view, of the constant drive to finish Allegiant Stadium on a fast track. From the start, Las Vegas Stadium, now called Allegiant Stadium, was the focus of a fast track construction effort that was caused because of its nature a great many problems. Most notably, the delays in the erection of the cable net roof structure, but also the many problems that led to the cable net roof structure issue that were caused by an incorrectly installed series of truss segments just a little less than a year ago. And before that, we had the late arriving materials, steel, which at first a number of officials tied to the product said wasn't the case, and it turned out to be the case. So now we got to fix this, because this is about the image of a founding partner sponsor, Allegiant Airlines. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube.